Welcome to the live Q&A for Dominion. This is a Syfy channel. First, wherever you are around the world, thank you for joining us. It's my pleasure to introduce the cast of Dominion. We have Anthony Head, Roxanne McKee, Shivani Ghai, and Tom Wisdom. I'm so sorry. I'll get ready for Hell on Earth because it's about to kick off. Like I said, wherever you are around the world, thanks for being with us. Dominion, of course, comes back this Wednesday to the UK. We're very excited about that. 9 o'clock, only on SyfyUK. Make sure you're watching, because we'll be checking. Okay, good. Let's get things started. So, first up, Tonya Batten wants to know, if you guys could play any other character on the show, who would you play? Maybe starting with Anthony.
Ooh, well, I did originally test for General Rising. I put myself on tape for General Rising, and they liked me for him, but they thought I might be more interesting as the David. So yeah, it would be it'd be quite interesting to play Rising.
You would have been my dad, and we would have had a much different relationship.
We would have had a much different relationship. Yeah. I mean, you know,
it's okay. I enjoy it.
Different about.
Hi, Tonya. I think mine would be a character that's coming up in the future. I wouldn't mind playing God or the Devil.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
That'd be good.
Preference? God or Devil? Either or?
Either or. Just some omnipotent force.
Nice.
Yeah, that would be good.
It's never a bad
Dream big, girl.
Yeah.
I think the Devil's a great idea, actually.
It's still our idea.
Yeah, no, I can't. No, okay, actually, I've already answered this before on Twitter. I've said that I'd love to play Gabriel. I mean, I know I look slightly different, but I think that's a really fun sort of character to play. I like the man.
Tom, fine, yeah.
I think I'd quite like to play Rika. I think playing the leader of a lesbian
Right.
leader of an all-female city would be
Interesting.
quite good fun. A bit of a change from Michael.
I'd like to see you do that, actually.
So would I.
That should be a spin-off, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
And then Tom, staying with you, I mean, there's a lot of wingography involved in the show, particularly for you, lots of flying.
Wingography.
I know, yeah, copywriting that incidentally.
Very good.
What's it like to fly?
It's good fun. Yeah, I love doing the flying. When on the first season I was allowed to fly from great heights. Now I only get to fly from 4 meters.
Oh.
So my stunt double does a lot of it.
Okay.
But no, I love it. It's great fun. I love doing all the stunts.
And for the rest of you, are you a little bit jealous watching him on this high wire not flying yourselves? Anthony, do you feel like you could maybe get involved with that?
I have flown. I flew as Captain Hook. For my pains. Because it's actually, you're wearing a harness and it can be a little bit of a strain. Do you have a problem with your harness, Tom?
A little bit of chafing.
Flying's not all it's made out to be.
Hardest problems, yeah.
And I have padded cycling shorts.
Do you really?
There you are.
Should maybe auction them off on Twitter afterwards, yeah.
It's a great idea.
Roxanne, are you jealous watching him fly around on set?
Yeah, I haven't actually watched him fly around on set, but I wouldn't mind having a pair of wings and flying. Yeah,
And padded
good
cycling
fun.
shorts.
I love some padded cycling shorts.
And then Shivani Ghai.
I actually haven't seen him flying around on set either, but I would love to try it.
So a question from Judy Carpenter. It's a fun question. If you all played poker, who would cheat, who would win, and who would have the worst poker face?
In real life.
In real life.
In real life?
In real life.
Rubbish poker face. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. So I've never tried to play it because I'm useless.
So we're saying you would lose, potentially.
Lose.
And then who do you think would cheat the most? Who's inclined to maybe twist the rules, bend the rules?
I think it's between me and Tom. I think Tom would win.
Yeah.
Just flying in there.
I think Tom would have the best poker face.
Texas Hold'em.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And
Padded cycle shorts.
Can't get up, can't take
that would make a
Sorry.
really interesting game of poker. Let's set that up.
Let's set it, let's make that
See, we've
happen.
got any cards.
We just like embarrassing Tom, don't we?
Are we going to
Hi,
commit?
Judy, by the way.
Are we going to commit to a cheat out of you two? Who's going to be the one that?
I think we'd probably work together and
Yeah,
just cheat.
and cheat.
Wonderful. And yeah, devil,
And
God
win.
and devil. Just
Yeah.
okay. So Sally would like to know who the biggest joker is on set.
Well, when you see, the thing about that is we're working, so we don't really joke around on set. Perhaps
Under
off
quite a
set,
gun,
maybe.
there's not a lot of time
No.
to mess around. So, yeah. Is
We're
there,
all quite serious on set. I mean, it's at the end
we
of
have
the
a
day,
lot of
it's
laughs.
a
I
job.
mean,
Yeah.
natural.
It sounds like we're really
Yeah,
miserable.
really, there's no, there are a lot
Until
of
we get
laughs.
off set.
And only organised fun is allowed.
And in fact, thinking about it, Darren Sarafian, who is the director-producer on this season, had a habit of throwing lines in, certainly towards the end of the season.
Oh.
Some great lines. Some great lines.
That'll never be kept in.
No.
Can I
that-
push you for one of them?
Not really, no.
No,
We don't want anyone
Yeah.
Twitter sphere,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he had a great sense of humour. But it is when you're under the gun and you haven't got much time. It's like, you know, there are natural laughs that evolve and happen on set, but nobody really goes in to sort of to make a joke.
No.
Because well, they might laugh, but there would also be people who are going.
We're here to
get
work.
on with it,
And,
yeah.
and you shoot long days as well, so I guess
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
genuinely not that much time to do that. Thank you, Dave, for your question. Julie, Sally has asked
No,
that
that was
question.
Sally.
Sally's not asked another question. Agatha on Twitter has a moral dilemma for us. She asks, would you rather party with Lucifer or go for a nice cup of tea with Michael?
Michael doesn't drink tea.
No, Michael's not what we all think he is from season one. In season one, he was a bit inscrutable, but there's actually a little seething vat of stuff going on. Teas, right?
Do we see that more coming
Yeah.
forward this season? To ask him.
Yes.
Good.
Definitely,
So,
definitely.
are we saying we wouldn't like to party with Lucifer?
Well, I've already met Lucifer. It was my biology
Yes.
teacher in school. So I think I'd rather party with Michael. So yeah, I realised that wasn't the question, but that's what I would
That's
do.
fine. Yeah.
He just told me he doesn't drink tea.
Tom, we have one here from Lisa Tomlin. She would like to know, back to the stunts, do you do all of your own ones?
Yes, of course. Yeah. No, there is a stunt of Nathan Barris, who's English but lives in South Africa, brilliant South African stunter. I mean, I like to try and do all of them, but they won't. The ones that the insurance won't cover, I like to do.
Otherwise, you can do your front stuff.
Ones I can, yeah, I like.
And then flip around to Anthony. Mickey G on Twitter asks, how far will David Wheel go in order to get his way? Will season 2 see him sink to new lows?
Season 2 will definitely see him sink to new lows. But I think basically he convinces himself that he's doing everything for the right reasons. So therefore, he'll try anything basically that seems to work its way through. It just doesn't always work, and it's sometimes met with resistance that he's not expecting. So it's a fun ride in season 2.
Intriguing. Okay. And Katie has a question for you, Roxanne. She asks, how will Claire cope with the responsibility of ruling Vega?
I think she's Katie, is it?
Katie,
Hi,
yes.
Katie. Well, I think she's put into a really difficult position because she's not yet reached full maturity, and then she's thrown into this politically difficult climate, and also she's in a very difficult position emotionally. I think, considering what she's been through in the previous season and the situation that she's faced with now, she's going to cope incredibly well. She has an alliance with Erika now, which is interesting, to say the least.
Intriguing.
Yeah, intriguing, and you know, she's her own woman. She's an intelligent, educated young woman, and she's certainly opinionated and has her own ideas, and so she is going to pursue her goal as with the tools that she has as well as she can, and I think she's strong, so she'll do it very well.
So that to look forward to for season 2.
Absolutely.
Very exciting. And then Shivani, Susan Granger has a question for you. She would like to know, there are so many layers to your character. Can she be really trusted?
No.
Very simple.
Yeah, it's really simple.
But she does form a genuine relationship with Claire.
She does. She has a respect for Claire, and she has a little bit of a soft spot for her as well. That doesn't mean she still won't do whatever she needs to do to further her own ends, but there is a mutual respect, I think.
I think you certainly see in season 2 the all of the characters develop heavily, and certainly with Erika we only saw an evil side to her last season, but the good thing about Erika this season is you understand where she's coming from, and they do have forms unlikely but close in line.
So we get some context this time from that relationship.
Yeah, you do, and then you get to see a little bit more of my backstory. I think everyone's backstory.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right? You know, which is
That must have been an interesting thing to be a part of, and delving back a little bit into your character's past, I guess helps to shape the present.
so much. It's really interesting to see what they've been sort of planning for you as well. You know, like, okay, now this is why.
That's
She's
what they
like,
want.
yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Remember, if you are watching along on Periscope, do like us, let us know how we're getting on. Yeah, I think it's going well so far though. We are approaching the end incidentally, and I think to finish up, Tonya has asked, if you had to describe your characters in one word, is there a word that comes to mind, Tom, for yours?
Oh, start that side.
No, that's not me.
Look at
Driven.
driven.
Feisty.
Driven, feisty.
Naughty.
Okay.
I'll get the opposite, angelic.
Amazing. Well, that concludes our Twitter Periscope Live Q&A. Thank you guys. It's been lovely having you. And
That
thank
was
you.
historic.
It was historic. That was the first time we've done this on Syfy across the world. If you've joined us from around the world, thank you for doing so. Remember, Dominion comes back this Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Syfy UK channel. Make sure.